All right, welcome everyone. Thank you for coming tonight, even though it's really gross outside and probably not terribly easy to get here. Oh, here's some newcomers.
Sorry.
Nice of you to join us, guys.
It's kind of raining outside and lightning.
Good seeing you. Have a seat wherever you want.
Come on, more motion, more motion.
Are you really going to sit there?
Yeah.
I'm going to go
There's
there.
actual seats this week because of the weather, so
Yeah, you
have whatever seat you like. First of all, we only had 2 people nominated for officer positions for the ones that were vacant. Tiffany for president and Jack Jack for treasurer. So everyone welcome the 2 of them as our new president and treasurer. Yay! Congratulations, guys. Besides that, I guess I'll go ahead into my stuff since you guys are brand new and don't have anything to do. Unless you want to say something?
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for voting.
It's just good to know that all that hard campaigning was worth it. It was an uphill battle, but we won.
Well, I'll go over our past events that we did over the last month since our last meeting. First of all, we had Mad Max. We had a whole bunch of new people that came out and did costumes for that. Everyone did an amazing job. Really interesting, fun costumes, and it's always a blast to do ones like that where we actually get to create something brand new that's out of our own minds rather than creating from someone else's ideas and someone else's art. So it was awesome. I loved everyone's costumes. You guys did great. After that, we had a bunch of people that went to the Georgia Renaissance Festival for their Time Warp Day. And then we had a bunch of us that got together for the USA Cycling. We stayed out there all day, played music, hung out, just had a lot of fun. Didn't cause any accidents or anything, so that was great. But we did get a lot of attention, like the videographers and the photographers coming by, taking our pictures and stuff. And a lot of the cyclists, waved at us and liked us, cheering them on as well. Our next event that we had was the Northwest Georgia Regional Library Summer Reading Kickoff, which was superhero themed.
There were 400 people there.
Yeah, it was a lot bigger than we were expecting. Because last year, this apparently was not as big an event. This year, it was absolutely huge. So not only it was 4 of us surrounded by like 400 kids, swarming us, wanting pictures and asking us weird questions and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. So that was very...
Okay, clarify. The mothers were swarming Ricky, and the children were swarming her.
Yes, that is true. And then we had a little bit of a break in the middle of the day and then went back. And they had older kids that came in for a panel for us to explain who we are, what we do, how to make costumes and stuff like that. So they got to ask us a bunch of questions, and we got to teach them a little bit about the kind of stuff that we do. And hopefully, we get some people to join that live in the Dalton area where all of us don't have to go down from Chattanooga to events down there all the time. I guess only Chad lives down there, really, so we need more outreach down in the North Georgia area so we can get more people down there for stuff like this. Our last event that we had was at Virginia College for their Friends and Family Day. We had Cinderella and the Fairy Godmother that went to that, and it was a lot of fun. There were tons of kids there. We got to see the bouncy house deflate and collapse and trap a bunch of children in there. And, although most of them were terrified, there was one that was like, "Don't, I love this. I'm one of these. I'm gonna stay in here." And he started crying when they pulled him out. So it was a pretty interesting and bizarre day. But they had their culinary people make us food. Afterwards, there was a lasagna cook-off, which was kind of fun. They gave us all sorts of like candy and treats and fun things just for being there. So they were like just awesome. It was just a really fun event. Now, for our future events coming up, this weekend we have Jurassic World on the 12th and the 13th. So dress up as dinosaurs if you want to. Dress up kids as dinosaurs. Be a scientist. A victim that's been torn apart by dinosaurs, be a park ranger, something like that. Any of that kind of stuff would be perfectly fine and a lot of fun. A pile of poop, I don't know. There's always a pile of poop that's featured in the film, so maybe. And then it's also the same night as Minions is being released, So if anyone wants to dress up for that movie instead, or do a mashup between the two or something, that would be totally fine as well. The next things we don't have a whole lot in June. We have the 19th and the 26th. The Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts are having camps. And part of their camp is they're going to be talking about the Jedi Code and the good values and stuff that we can learn from that. And they've asked for some people to dress up as good guys Star Wars characters. So Jedi, clone troopers, maybe, the good type people. I'm trying to get Yoda there if I can. And Alex is going to be his Jedi or Anakin Skywalker for it. Tiffany's going to be handling. So she'll be there as well. Anyone else that has a Jedi costume or a good guy Star Wars costume that would like to go to it, just let me know and I'll make arrangements to get you over there with them. The other thing I need to talk about is we've had like a complete avalanche of requests from libraries everywhere, like within 100 miles, wanting us to do superheroes for them. I found out last week when we went down to Dalton that it's the theme for the National Librarian Association thing. So every library in the country is doing a superhero theme. So they're all looked us up online. They've been just hammering me, wanting me to get people to do stuff. I told them all no, but there is one this week that people might be able to go to, but it's in Graysville, Tennessee. If anyone lives up in that area and wants to dress up as any type of superhero, let me know. I'll put you in touch with them. Otherwise, I already told them that I don't think we have anyone that lives in that area, so probably not going to happen. But if anyone does, let me know. Or if you know someone that has a superhero costume that's in that area, get in touch with me and I'll hook them up. One of the last things I wanted to talk about was Barnes & Noble. Last year we did their pop culture event. The entire month of July, every single day is a different pop culture event. They're going to do Doctor Who, comics, superheroes, different literary characters and things like that. They asked us to do that with them again this year. I don't know exactly what days everything's on, what themes or anything like that, but I will probably do a schedule. And it's like a drop-in, drop-out thing, so if you can make it there for a couple hours, when we go hang out, they'll give us like a free Starbucks drink. You go dress up in your costume, customers come around and flip out because you're awesome, and then you get to leave. So it's pretty easy, and it's not anything that's really strictly scheduled or anything. But I'll try to get anything that I think people would be interested in, like the Doctor Who one. I think a lot of people would probably like to go to. Star Wars, and they're going to do some DC comics, an entire week of all DC comics. So we'll probably look at those and discuss it in the group. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is the Star Trek opera, which Tiffany went to see this week. She said it's really awesome, and it's still going on until the 17th. And if I'm not mistaken, they are still getting discounts for anyone that dresses up in a Star Trek uniform or as a Star Trek character. So if anyone's interested in going to see that, just get in touch with me or post in the group or get in touch with Rick Kephart, and he can tell you everything you need to know. And that is all I have to talk about because we don't have a whole lot else going on this month. A little bit of a breather for everyone. Tiffany, is there anything you'd like to talk about?
I guess more about the opera. Even if you don't like opera, it's actually really hilarious. So, if you like comedy, if you're a Star Trek fan, I kind of love that little comedy aspect. It's great. It was fantastic. It was a long event. It was like 2.5 hours. So it's not like a short little hour-long production. It's actually a fairly decent amount of time. So you do get your money's worth. So that's great. But yeah, obviously I'm the president, and thank you for that. Hopefully it'll be, I just want everybody to have fun and get along and enjoy the group and have all the best times. So hopefully that'll be what we do.
Jeff, anything you'd like to talk about before you relinquish everything to Jack?
No, I'll get with you after the meeting and we'll arrange the transfer. But no, I just appreciate doing this for so long, but I need a break. So 10 years is enough.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to just costume and be one of everyone else.
We'll be an unmarked van. We'll arrive at your house sometime tonight. All 3 times.
Now, who are our new people that we have here? I don't recognize. Tell us, who are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my birth name's Caitlin, but I do prefer to go by Levi. I really don't. Hi, Levi.
Hi,
This is GA, Geeks Anonymous. Don't worry.
And I have found my home.
We are the many will judge you here.
Quick thing about Friday and Saturday for the Jurassic World.
We all judge you.
Natasha and I have bought like some like wooden eggs that we're painting right now to make like dinosaur eggs in a basket.
Awesome.
Would it be okay if we got like, you know, little ceramic ones to give out to the kids and say this is a dinosaur egg? Would that be okay? Or
So
is
that
like-
will steal ours.
Yeah, because I don't, like if they get to hold one of the big ones, because I mean the big eggs are like as big as my hand, like they're huge. Like I don't want one of them to be like, oh, this is nice, and then, you know, back away and take off running.
Or we have that little kid try to take my torch.
If anyone has any Easter eggs that are left over from Easter,
Yeah.
little plastic ones, we'll just put some candy in there and we'll give those out. That way,
Like,
you know.
stuff
So if anyone
like
just
that.
has those laying around, we'll get a couple bags of candy, and that'll alleviate
I
that.
have
Ricky.
I'm a lie.
Ricky, we don't have to read me as that little boy who took my cross torch.
Yeah, we don't want people taking our props. Definitely.
That is always the worst. That is okay. That's okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That should be perfectly fine. You want to tell everyone about yourself?
Hey guys!
I'm Greg Hood. I'm a photographer. I do a lot of portrait stuff, and I've been a geek all my life. And I heard about you guys a while back, and I just decided that I wanted to get involved with you, maybe pull off some shots at some of the events, and just kind of, you know, add to the overall, you know, team. So that's why I'm here tonight. I did have one question.
Oh, yes, question.
Does anyone here have a Harley Quinn outfit? Because I'm really wanting to do a Harley Quinn shoot.
Post it. If you join the Facebook group and post, you'll get that response.
We have three
several.
Harleys,
Yeah.
and two are up here.
If you're
At some point, after I get to know you guys a little bit, I've had this really cool idea. I'd like to pull off a Harley downtown in front of City Hall, which would be really cool. So anyway, just an idea I had later.
Just have a big team time improvement.
That'd be cool too.
also get Harley in a I think at least one joke, right?
Maybe two. You, sir, go right ahead.
Hi, I'm Andrew Knox.
Hi, Andrew.
You just call me Andrew.
Who are you again?
Hi, that's one of my friends.
I'm sorry.
We're
all sorry, don't worry. We all know
He's one of my friends. They're all friends. I was invited by him.
That's good.
He never invited you.
No.
I didn't know you did. Thank you.
You should know. You should have known. I guess it's fun. I am a gaming geek. Yeah. Me and him got together and was playing 3DS one time. And at school.
It was in the theater department.
As a teacher, you were doing this instead of
As a
class.
Yeah.
A nickel for every time. Sorry.
We found out we have another talking black.
Uh-oh. Well, thank you all for
Is that why you didn't invite him?
Oh my god.
No.
Okay.
In his defense, he invited me, so.
Thanks to all you new folks for coming and showing up, and hopefully you can join us for some of the things we do in the future. Just hop on the Facebook group. Keep an eye out on the events tab. Oh, that's something else I need to talk about. The events tab. Facebook has changed the way events work in groups. We can no longer invite everyone in the group to events. We can only invite, like after the group gets bigger than 250 members, it's no longer an option. You can only invite the people that are personally friends with you on Facebook, and then it still caps you to a certain amount. So everyone's going to have to be extra diligent in checking the events tab. It's very easy. You go to the Facebook group, has a tab that says events, you click on it, and it says all the stuff that we're doing, and just go in there and click whether you want to go to an event or not. We'll try to invite as many people. The people that invite people are going to try to invite as many as we possibly can, the people that we know come to events consistently. But besides that, if it's something, if it's your first time, or if it's something we didn't think you would do that you do want to do, make sure you get in there and check things. Yes, Jeff?
Two things. Number one, with the events, we do ask, though, one thing we do ask, because Facebook is annoying on this, if you are not coming, please at least mark like maybe and then make a comment, I really won't be there. Because if enough people mark no, it'll block whoever sent the invite, which, considering that's been me the last few times, I'm not like to not get blocked.
Or just don't respond.
Or just don't respond. Yeah, basically don't respond or put maybe, because if you say no and enough, basically if I invite...
That's why he has to do it, because he's been in Facebook jail for a year.
Yeah, he keeps getting blocked. And also, I want to go ahead and apologize for the... I know I sent out like 30 invites. It is.
And then it makes you not be able to
it is. If you guys think your inbox gets blown up, just remember I'm getting a response for every event from all of you. So I would hope it would be like 300 notices. Going. Okay.
Yeah, we went ahead and stacked up October with all this stuff that we're going to do, because that's one of our busiest months of the year. So we stacked up all the stuff for October way in advance, so everyone will know what we're doing and when. So we'll flesh all that out and have like the themes for doing the Zoom and stuff soon.
Invited too. So if you're a friend, like every time I get one, I go on there and look. Like today, for some reason, it hadn't invited James to the meeting, so I invited him to the meeting because I knew he would want to come.
Buddy
so
system.
Can you
yeah,
get
like
to the group from the page?
Huh?
Can you get to the group from Facebook? Because I've only seen you guys' Facebook page.
Okay,
No,
if
the Chattooine group is a closed group.
you find the group, go in the groups. You ask to join, and usually, especially
as long as you have like a non-spam, you can join.
Yeah,
You gotta
And
make
then
that sacrifice.
the group is just a PG-13 group because there's children in there.
and sponsors and other.
Yeah, sponsors. Some of our venue and vendor type people are in there, so we try to not go in there and be crazy. But yeah, I do notice that it'll say who's been invited, and I'll go through and look at some of the events because if people add me all the time because of him, because I'm his wife, for those that don't know. But
Really?
I know, we've
This is
never around
news.
each other.
I'm sorry.
But I'll go through and I'll see people as well. But like people, any of you guys, if you see one of your friends hasn't been added, and this is also a great way to go, hey, this is my group that I do stuff with, you can invite them. But all of our events are Chattooine only unless your friend is wanting to come as a costume. Remember that. We're not just inviting the public to it, because we usually have the public events on our fan page.
Right.
So they feel obligated to dress up and feel
You got a question?
That was it. I just want to have you on your group. I hadn't seen it. So.
Yeah, just do a search for Chattooine. You'll see the fan page and you'll see the group, and just make your request to join, and we'll get someone to approve it.
Pretty quick, too.
Events, because I've had this happen to me. If you're the person who brought up the idea for the event, like I know the Boynton High School event was somebody gave it to Ricky, and then they. Please, if I posted it in something, it was, you know someone, or you have someone to contact, or you know something about it, please message me. I'm more than happy to change it. I mean, because I just, I kind of get these. So I just want to make, if you see something, please let me know. I got no problem changing stuff. Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have any questions or comments? Any stuff coming up that we don't know about that would be fun?
I did Spider-Man at my church if anyone wants to come out and do that this month.
Do we have to do Spider-Man?
No.
Spider-Verse all over again.
It's a superhero month, and it's a church, so they won't.
I'm pretty sure none of my
we don't need Punisher running around with a gun.
No, I think the Joker or Skeletor would go over better.
Preferably not dressed.
Anyone have a Mephisto costume?
Let's get Maleficent to show up.
Superhero.
I don't want to watch it.
Well, if anyone's interested in that, get in touch with Jack and let him know, and he'll tell you what you have to do.
Constantine, I mean, what do you think they're going to say about showing Constantine? What do you think they would do about showing
They would know who you are.
Who's got a Daredevil costume and can show up?
We don't have
He actually is religious, though.
I know, yeah.
We don't really.
William's looking into it.
We have, yeah.
Well, I guess if no one else has anything else they want to add, then that's all we got to do.
Bleep, that's all, folks.
Yeah.
Short
and sweet. Yeah, we're all going to Pronies.
Y'all may want to break out the minutes because the bottles just fell the hell out.
Okay, so where shall we?
After the rain stops, we'll go to Bronies.
If you don't know where Bronies is, ask a member, they will kill you.
We will rebuild.
We will build it better, stronger than it was. Better, faster, stronger. Eric, okay,
And that's the end.